Hi everyone, I'm Oswald, and what we're going to do today is something a little bit different than what we usually do. I'm going to talk a little bit about graphics tablets. Now, when people see a video like this of me drawing something like Mr. Saturn here from Earthbound, I often get questions, or even when they look at my art for that matter, like the finished products, of, what do you use to draw these things? Do you use a mouse? And I don't. At least 99% of the time I do not use a mouse for the simple fact that it's difficult to do with a mouse. Drawing with a mouse, it can be done, don't get me wrong, I've done it before and I do it on occasion, but what I use is a graphics tablet. And a graphics tablet is essentially, well, I'll show you a little bit here. This is what I use here. This is the Graphire 4. And essentially there's this, pad here. It's plastic covered and it's plastic underneath and all that. And I don't know exactly how it works, but you use your stylus here, this pen type thing, which has got a couple of mouse button type things on it, as well as an eraser end and your little nub here to draw with. And you draw within this little space here. And that's actually about, 4 inches by 5 inches, I think is what it is on the Graphire 4. So you can actually, kind of draw in there, and what you're drawing here appears on your computer screen. So, on your monitor or whatever, whatever you want to call it. You can do that. Do note that this is not a screen. Like, you're not actually drawing. Like, these things here aren't graphics. They're just, it's like a paper thing, I think, that's underneath, with just some pictures or whatever that you get with the tablet. But the point is, yeah, you're drawing on this, and you might say, oh my gosh, that sounds so hard to do. I'm going to be looking at this and wanting to look at what's on the screen, and it's really not unintuitive. It's really very easy to do once you get used to it. And I would say, a week you're probably got it, down pat. 2 weeks at the most is all you're going to take to really learn how to do this. Think about using a mouse for the first time. It probably wasn't easy, and you were probably looking down at your mouse hand as well. Same thing with this. You might be looking at your hand a little bit at first, but it's the kind of thing that you really, get used to it quickly. The Graphire also came with a mouse here. I hardly ever use it, but some people do. It's cordless, so is the pen, like I say. But however, the Graphires are becoming a little bit rare. So what I often recommend, if people are asking, like, well, what about me? Can I get one too? What should I get? I often recommend the Bamboo, which is also by Wacom, which is the guys who make the Graphire tablets. The Bamboo line is, from what I can understand, basically the same thing as the Graphire, so they're very good, quite frankly. I've never used them myself, but everybody I've talked to has said the same, that they're really quite excellent. They come in different colors as well, so do the Graphires. But yeah, this is a model here, the Bamboo. It's the small model. I think they go 4 inches drawing surface by 6, which again may seem small, but it really isn't once you get used to it. This one here actually only comes with the pen, so you just get the tablet here and the pen. You don't get the software package or anything like that, but if you want graphics software, there's free stuff available. Like, there's the GIMP on the internet that you can get for free. There's Paint.net, which is also free. There's OpenCanvas 1.1, which is free. And there's something like Inkscape, which is a vector graphics program, which is free as well. So there's free graphics software out there if you wanted to get this. And if you did want to get something like this, right now, it's February 16th right now, and it's at a steal of a deal at the moment. It's at $53.36, which is amazing. Usually they go for anywhere under $100, and I would say $80 or so is what you should be looking to pay. But this is amazing. Like, this is the lowest I've ever seen it, and I'm half considering getting one myself. I'll mention at this point that I have no affiliation with Wacom, who is actually called Wacom, but it sounds stupid, so a lot of people don't call them that. But anyway, this is one of the different colors of it. But yeah, Wacom is, and they're the ones to go with. If you're buying a tablet, there's other companies out there that make them. I don't even know what they are, but it's a crapshoot, quite frankly. They're very hit and miss. I've owned a tablet that wasn't the Wacom. It was absolutely terrible. I picked it up at Radio Shack at some point a few years ago, and it was such a piece of junk that it wasn't even as good. It wasn't even good to be a toy for me, kind of thing, like just to play around with. It was garbage. That's not necessarily the case for all of them, obviously. The other companies out there, maybe you'll get a good one, But you know, if you're getting something from Wacom, I can almost guarantee you that what you're getting is good. There was the Wacom Bamboo here that we talked about. There's also the Bamboo Fun, which I don't know how different it is, but you know, they basically look the same. I mean, they look slightly different. I mean, you know, compare that to that there. I mean, you know, you got 4 buttons here I'm seeing. You got 4 round buttons here. Here they're square, here they're round, whatever. Anyway, they're basically the same thing from what I can tell. You know, the small ones have the same size drawing surface. It's like a 4x6 drawing surface. Also very good. This one here is actually going for $91 right now, $91.50. And this is on Amazon.com, but whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to promote them either. But this is just to show you that yeah, you really shouldn't be paying over $100 for them. That's about it. The only reason I'm showing it to you here. This also comes with the graphics software, so you're getting stuff like a limited edition, and that doesn't mean like, you know, it's going to time out. It means, you know, it's just not as full featured as the regular versions of. You get a Photoshop limited edition, and you get I don't know, I forget what they call it, but a limited edition. I think it's called Corel Painter Essentials or something, which is a nice graphics program as well that come with it. And you also get the mouse, which again, you may want that, but whatever. I mean, you know, it's not that big a thing. In my opinion, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, the tablet with the pen is really what you're wanting. It also comes in different colors as well. Like I know there's a white one for sure, and there might be a blue. I don't even know. So yeah, under $100 is what you're looking to pay for the Bamboos, either the Bamboo Fun or the just regular Bamboo. I don't know what it's really called. I just guess it's just Bamboo. Around the same price as what you should be paying for the Graphire 4s, but like I say, they're rarer. And there's the Graphire 321 as well. They're just as good. You might want to make sure you're getting a USB version though, at least. That's really the only caveat I got about those. But they're also really good if you can find one. There's also, I mean, if you want to, you know, shop around eBay a little bit, this is just an example, and I mean, by the time you guys see this, it might be, you know, the offer might be well higher than this or whatever, but there's you know, positive feedback on this. It's going for $71, but this is the, you know, $20 shipping as well within the US. But this is actually the Graphire 6x8 graphics tablet. And you know, these usually go for around $200, so even if this goes up to around $100 or so, whoever's getting this, if it goes for a price like that, is getting a pretty decent deal. It's used, but they're saying anyway that it's, you know, very barely used. They took it out of the box once or some, you know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it comes with software. Oh yeah, the software runs on both PCs and Macs as well, I should probably tell you. That's really about it. You know, you might be able to find a good deal on eBay if you're lucky for one of the bigger sizes, but really you don't need them. I mean, they're nicer to use maybe, but it's not essential by any stretch of the imagination. I don't want to ramble too much longer here. The only other thing I'll say is if you want to see a little bit of these things in action and how they actually work, there's a few videos around around YouTube that you might want to check out. I would show you a little bit of how I use mine, but I can't because I don't have a webcam, so that would be kind of useless. So check some of those out if you're really interested in these, and yeah, that'll give you a little bit better idea even of how I do some of my stuff that I'm doing for art, digital stuff. Alright, so I'm Ozwalled. I've rambled long enough. If you're interested in drawing stuff, I would definitely suggest getting a Wacom tablet that is, you know, one of the Bamboos or the Graphires. Check them out.